Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope all of you doing pretty good. So yesterday I discussed, or I put that Instagram question and answer thing. I asked you guys to ask me a question of what topic I should discuss that can help you. And one of the question I got here was this: भाई बोन मजबूत करने के लिए क्या करें? Now this is a very interesting topic for me because we often focus on muscular strength, building big muscle and strong muscle, and we often neglect bone health. Now yes, strong muscle and big muscle are related to bone health. We'll discuss that further in this video, but there are some other factors also which will contribute to our bone health. So first and foremost, why it is important to have healthy bones or strong bones, and what are basically bones made up of. So why it is important? Our brain, our heart, our lungs, main organs of our body are protected by bone structures, which is our skull, our rib cages, and apart from that, our femur, that is our leg muscle, our leg bone or hand bone. It needs to sustain the high pressure or high stress we put while running, while jumping, while doing any physical activity. Our bones need to sustain those stress from our physical activity, from outside stress. So that is why our bones, stronger bones, are very important. Now, what bones are made up of? There are two main things: calcium and vitamin D. We all know that calcium is very helpful for our bone. Even my grandmother knows that. So it is very common to know that, but do we implement calcium rich food in our diet? I don't know, because I don't think so, and we should discuss that in further in this video. But before that, what are the common causes of having bone problems or bone health problems? Now, you have heard the term osteoporosis, which is commonly used by orthopedic surgeons and many medical professionals, which is actually a disease where your bones density is less and your bones are weak. So what happens in our body is each and every day our body breaks down bones and make new bone structures. So in this disease, what happens is your body breaks down more bones than it makes. So what are the causes of osteoporosis? There are some causes, or there are something which is out of your control, and there are something which is in your control to fight this osteoporosis problem or bone health problem. Now we're going to discuss first that what is out of your control. That is your age. You cannot control your age. You're getting older, and as you get older, you are going to face weak bone problems. You've often heard that when you get older, there are hip surgeries done on elderly people. There are knee surgeries because their hip bone, their knee joints are very weak. So your age, you cannot control your age. You cannot control your hereditary. If this problem runs in your family, there are high chances for you to get this disease, or you should focus more on getting the diet and training aspect right to avoid this. The other thing is ethnicity. It is shown in many studies that Asian women and white women face more problems, more bone related problems than African women, and especially women face this osteoporosis or weak bone problem because there are a lot of hormonal changes happen in their body each and every month. So that adds to this problem. But that doesn't mean that men cannot have osteoporosis or men cannot have this bone health problem. So yes, we're going to discuss that, and what are the things that you can control. What can be done? What are the things that you can control? Now, first and foremost thing that comes into mind is alcohol. Alcohol consumption is very bad for your bone because there's a lot of sugar content in your alcohol. When you take alcohol, you take with beverages which also is high in sugar, and that doesn't help in fact, and that is very detrimental to your bone. Second thing is smoking. I cannot stress this enough that how how detrimental smoking is for your bone. It doesn't allow that calcium to absorb in your bone, and your bones get weaker and weaker when you smoke. Especially day-to-day smoker, chain smokers, they are facing lots and lots of bone problem apart from lungs problem. And so smoking is very, very bad. You need to quit it if you're doing that, or if you're doing it more and more, you should reduce your smoking habits. Then the main factors which you can control is training and diet. Now first let's discuss training. Physical activity. So this is same as muscle. So you put stress on your muscle adapts to the stress and your muscles get stronger and bigger. This is the same thing happen to your bone. You put stress on your bones, it adapts to that stress and then it gets bigger and stronger. Your bone density increases. So that is why physical activity, moving your body, running, walking, any physical activity, lifting weights, putting your body under outer stress, which is weight load on your body, helps to increase bone density. There are lots and lots of studies which is done where doing jumping exercises or sprinting or running or weight exercises are shown to increase bone density in healthy individuals. So you should start training, you should move your body, especially when you know that your lifestyle is very sedentary. You should take out the time from your busy schedule and do some sort of physical activity. So training is very important. Now second and most important thing is diet. Now I get this question a lot of time that we are vegetarians in India, there are a lot of vegetarians, so how we should include calcium rich food in our diet. So if you are non-vegetarian, meat, seafood, oysters, that are very rich in calcium food, so you can get calcium from that. But if you are vegetarian, there are actually more things you can eat than non-vegetarian, if you see that. So we're going to discuss that. The first and foremost thing are dairy products. Milk, then yogurt, dahi, curd, जो भी आप बोलते हो, you should take that. Then your paneer, that is dairy product, you can take that for that calcium. Apart from your dairy product, you can have your nuts and seeds. So nuts, almonds ले लो, then groundnut, जो आपकी मूंगफली होती है, which is very very rich in calcium. So you can have that. अंजीर, जो fig होता है, which is very rich in calcium. Seeds में आप ले लो sunflower seeds, chia seeds are very rich in calcium. And apart from that, your legumes, your beans, soya bean, kidney beans are very rich in calcium. And if you take vegetables, broccoli, then celery and spinach, they are very rich in calcium. So when you see, vegetarians have lot more options to have, or they have options actually to include calcium rich food in their diet. Now when you go and purchase this calcium rich food, I want you to focus on fortified. So there are many products जिसमें fortified लिखा होता है. Fortified मतलब calcium add किया होता है. So it is very important. If you have this osteoporosis problem or this deficiency of calcium problem in your body, you should go for fortified foods जिसमें लिखा हो कि yes, calcium is added, it is fortified, so that can help you to counter that deficiency of calcium in your body. Vitamin D, now get more sunlight. So if you are physically active, if you go outside and run, walk, you are gonna get this vitamin D. But बहुत सारे लोग हैं जैसे ऐसी जगह पे रहते हैं कि direct sunlight नहीं possible है, so you can supplement it with vitamin D. There are a lot of supplements, good supplements, which you can take for that vitamin D. So this is very very important. अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि vegetarian diet में calcium कम होता है या नहीं ले सकते, it is very wrong. There are lots and lots of options मैंने बहुत सारे ऑप्शन आपको दिखा, यू कैन हैव दोज ईच एंड एवरी डे टू हेल्प दिस। एंड अगर आप देखो जो रिकमेंडेशन है फॉर मिनिमम रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ कैल्शियम इन योर बॉडी इज 1000 milligrams. If you are a healthy individual around age of 20 to 40, 45, 1000 milligrams. If you are a woman who is lactating और जो breastfeeding करते हैं उनको around 1300 or 1200 milligram per day is the recommendation of calcium. So yes, women will need more calcium because of this hormonal thing each and every month than men. But कैल्शियम अगर आप देखना चाहे बहुत ही कम रिकमेंडेशन है, आप कैल्शियम डाइट से ले सकते हो, आपको सप्लीमेंटेशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है। सो दीज आर द फैक्टर्स विच प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन योर बोन हेल्थ। सो आई होप that I answered your question and I've structured this video to cover all the topics and to cover all the aspects of bone health. So yes, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you until next time. Goodbye.